My name is Father William Vasilios Bassakyros. My first names are the same. It's translated from Greek to English. So my name is Vasilios Vasilios, or William. I didn't know when I was born at Cornell University Hospital and at New York Presbyterian. Greek at that time, 1945. So my father said, they asked him what my name is, and he said Vasilios. And he said, well, what is it in English? And he said, William. So my name is really now, my legal name, William Vasilios Bassakyros. It means William or Vasilios Vasilios. It's the same thing. My last name is a contraction. It's with two names. It's with Basa, or Pasha, meaning Lord in Turkish, and Kyros, which was my great uncle. And Kyros was very, very, very wealthy. So they used to call him, go to the Pasha, Kyros. So my name slowly turned into Bassakyros. I was born, as I said, in Manhattan, and then they took me back to the wonderful borough of Brooklyn. And that's where I grew up as a child. I was raised there until I was drafted in the Army, and while I was in high school. I went to a technical high school because I had a proclivity for electronics, and I learned a lot there. And when I got drafted, I was drafted into the Army, and went to basic training and all the rest, and started to excel once again with anything that has to do with creating anything, constructing anything, or fixing anything. So the Army sent me to school after basic training, and to Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, where I became an engineer. May, we shipped out and went to Vietnam in 1966. So I went to Vietnam by boat. It took us 34 days to get there, and thank God it took us that long so I could straighten out what would happen if I would die or not. It was pretty bad, but I always made light of it. I always joked about it. I took things seriously because I know I could die, but I looked at it as, well, that's what's going to be, that's what's going to happen. I can't change it, so, if the bullets come, I duck. If they don't come, I don't duck. So that's how you have to think of it. It's the only way. Life is very strange, and for me, I know God is always guiding me through things, because a lot of my friends died. A lot of them got maimed, but I'm still okay. I got blown up by a landmine, and I'm still okay. So I got shot at, I captured a VC myself. I did a lot of things. I saved 3 or 4 guys from killing themselves. But I always wanted to be a priest. And I never had the guts to do it. So when I came home from Vietnam, I started working in television broadcasting as a salesman and stuff like that, and I finally found my way into broadcasting and I worked for WPIX. I enjoyed it. From what my father used to ask me questions about how do I see life, what do I like, all those things. And sooner or later he got to the point and said, what don't you like? So I told him, I said, I don't like money. He said, after the film business, I was offered millions of dollars to open up my own business, open my own studios for P&G, Procter & Gamble's, and a couple of other people, a couple of the ad agencies, because my work was so good. And that's when I gave it up. That's when I said, no, I can't do it anymore. Everybody has their place, and everybody has to know who they are. And I went through all this because I liked it. Anything I like, I do. Like after the film business, I was also building motorcycles during this. So I got to a point where I said, well, I like this better than that, so I opened up a motorcycle shop. So I built motorcycles, drag bikes, custom bikes. I had them in shows. I drag raced them all over the United States. I went all over. And I got to a point again where I was very well known. And everybody wanted to send motors to me to build, and custom bikes and chrome, and I made my own parts. I had my own lathes. I did everything myself. And I couldn't do it again. My father always taught me never to be afraid. The only person who will hold you back is you. So that was ingrained within me. Don't be afraid. Just go and do it. If you want to do it, do it. But focus on what you want to do. Have rest, relax a day, and go back to it again. But focus on what you want. And if you do that, you get good at it. Do one thing long enough, you get good at it. And that's what I was proving in my life all the time.
Right.
And that's how I felt. So why should I be afraid to do anything? I reasoned everything. So the only thing I did is I reasoned God out, I didn't reason in. So I just thought it was just some fantasy thing that we do. And when my father passed, God showed me that it's not. And some very, very big miracles happened to me, which I couldn't do. There's no way. And that's when I decided to leave everything. I left my girlfriend, I left my shop, I left everything. And I married the church. And I had to go through everything to find out where I belong. So I don't rush, I take my time. And I just look, and I go with my heart, and I do what I feel I should do, and that's where I'm at.